Jets watch. Now, before you go ahead and go into your spiel and you being a Jets apologist, which you are, it's just like what I said last week. I hate being right. The report has come out that said that, the Jets had a chance to sign Joshua Dobbs and they did not. You know why they did not sign a Joshua Dobbs? Because they are attached to the hip to their failure of a draft pick called Zach Wilson. The management knows they screwed up, but we all know that when management picks their guy, they're gonna go down with the ship, and that's literally what they're doing. Zach Wilson hasn't played terrible over the past few weeks. Has he made mistakes? Absolutely. Have they made mistakes to cost them games? Absolutely. He hasn't played terrible, but at the end of the day, if you can find a way to upgrade your quarterback position, no matter if there's a chance that Aaron Rodgers could come back, wouldn't you do it if your team is 4-4 or in the race? Like, you're literally in a playoff race right now. You're not one of those teams that are looking for a high draft pick at this point. You're in a chase. So why wouldn't you give your team a chance? Thank you. Appreciate it.
I apologize.
Why wouldn't you give your team a chance? I just don't. I don't understand the rationale. So I'll leave it for the Jet fans to be able to give me that explanation.
Well, thanks for lowering the roof on our apartment. Like, thanks, we needed that.
No,
we
already
live in a 4x6, but now it's a little smaller. You know what? Being that Brandon's here today, he is a longtime Jet sufferer as well. I think that you should spearhead this. I think this is really good for you right now. Get your shit off, and then I'm here.
Push the mic a little closer, Paul.
Man,
push the mic a little closer.
Man, listen, you already know how I feel about the Jets, bro. Like,
go ahead.
Listen, man, fucking Zach Wilson is terrible, bro. I don't want to listen to Chloe anymore about the offensive line sucks. I mean, we already knew that.
They do.
But Sam Howell's been sacked like 44 times.
And Sam Howell is that guy.
44 times. There's no excuse. He has no kind of pocket awareness.
Right.
He throws the ball all over the fucking field. The receivers don't know if they're going to get it. And the only receiver that gets fucking open is Garrett Wilson. Nobody else could break separation, but he don't know how to read plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's lost out there. Last year, you had a coach that benched him. Now this year, he doesn't have that ability. Something to me is going on behind the scenes to allow that man to keep
which means that it's above his head.
You can't waste that defense's season, bro. The defense is balling. You can't waste the kind of season that they're having and not go out there and get somebody that could
bridge the gap,
run an offense.
Absolutely.
Like,
it's sus, bro.
But it's being a Jet fan, so I wouldn't expect anything else.
It's sus. It's definitely sus. Like, for any Jet fan that wants to be a Zach Wilson apologist, you don't care about winning. Because the thing is, if there's a guy out there that can be able to... We saw Joshua Dobbs. The Cardinals signed him off the street, right? Went in there and started playing, balling. Then he ends up getting traded. Vikings literally traded him off the street. Days later... He has 2 touchdowns and a great performance and leads them to a victory. The guy can play football.
3 touchdowns.
Right.
That's how much Zach Wilson has the whole season.
If you can be able to get a guy like that, that's a pro. May not be the greatest quarterback. He may not be a starting quarterback for long term. He's going to be a quality number 2, though. So for a guy like that, that's a guy that you need behind an Aaron Rodgers. You don't need a Zach Wilson. So for management to do that, to pass on that, just makes me feel away, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's something going on. It has to be exactly what I was talking about. That's their guy. They're never gonna admit defeat. They're never gonna admit that they were wrong, and they're just gonna go down with the ship, no matter if it cost them the season or not. How does that make you feel as a Jets fan, knowing that your management will tank your season just because they don't want to be wrong?
It'll make me feel that they're banking on year 2. That's what this is gonna make.
Yeah,
me feel
year
like.
2 of what?
Year 2 of the Aaron deal, because that's all it is, and that's what they're banking on. That's the only thing that can make me feel like that.
You can't bank on that, man.
Now, realistically,
you haven't made the playoffs in how long?
Are they a game, 2 games out of first place in the division? They are. Does some magical shit have to happen for them to do it? It does.
They have to win the division in order to get in.
Why don't you just back off, Armando? All right, let me just do what I'm doing over here. They have to win 2 games, and 2 teams actually have to lose, and all that. Hey, it's a lot going on. All I'm going to tell you is this: fucking Aaron's gonna come back, bro. That's it.
We're not gonna be in it for him to come back.
Hey, why don't you just?
You know what I mean?
Don't waste a haircut on that statement. All right.
Listen, they can't score, bro. I can't watch these games anymore. Like,
but see, no, they can't score.
awful.
But like, realistically, they can't score. I give you that. But these receivers ain't getting open either. Garrett Wilson is doing everything Garrett Wilson can. Hobbling off the field, come back on, catch one. Go to the blue tent, come back, catch one. Lazard's trash. We're going to call it what it is.
Yeah,
Who else is over there? I don't even know who's on the other side.
Bro, he has been trash. But when you look at the tape, when they're open, he don't be hitting them. When he comes up in the pocket, he looks clueless. And what does he do? Take a 17-yard loss for a sack. He won't even throw up the ball on a 4th down to try to at least give them some sort of hope. He just does dumb shit. Like, he does not know what he's doing. I can't watch that shit every week, yo. That shit is crazy. I've never seen an offense that bad. I've never seen an offense that bad.
I'm glad we got another Jets guy here.
That's rational, right? That's
I'm
rational.
glad.
Because we
I'm
have to
glad.
hear this nonsense every week. This apologist over here. The offensive line is bad. It's not. Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it
bro.
is.
He's
I'm telling
what
you,
do
bro.
you say? He's rubbish.
He's rubbish.
I'm telling you. I don't know what tape you be watching.
Yo.
fam. Like,
I be watching the game, Shannon.
well, I don't know what you watching because
The man threw an interception
Maybe
to
it's
cost
different
them the
in
game
Colorado.
last week. Did he not do that?
He did that.
Did he not cost them the game last week?
Yeah.
So how can any Jet fan tell me that he didn't?
There's only one that'll tell you that.
Nah, there's many. Trust me.
Claw.
There's many that are just like him.
Bro, I argue with him all the time.
They drink that Joe Douglas Kool-Aid. Joe Douglas has done a good job with putting this roster together. He's done a poor job with the quarterback position. He really has.
Quarterback position and the O-line. And
Yeah.
he's supposed to be an O-line guy.
Right.
That's the thing that's crazy to me.
You let Mike White go. Should have paid him.
That right there.
Should have paid him.
Complete disaster.
Listen, as bad as Joe Flacco was, he wouldn't be better than Zach Wilson right now with this defense.
That's a fact.
Joe Flacco's on his way to Cleveland right now. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So you're letting all of these quarterbacks walk. That's just a bridge to get your guy back.
But here's the thing. Let's unpack
he's
it.
right.
Let's go. Let's leave it there. What is going on?
I just said what's going on.
But beyond, like, all right, it can't just be that this is my guy and I don't.
It's that, bro.
Last year you curved him. So you don't just say, well, this is my guy this year because we got Aaron. No,
I think if it was Salah's
it has
decision,
to be something, bro.
If it was Salah's decision, it
Right.
would be made.
They left it
look at
up
him on the sidelines.
They
bro.
left it up to Salah last year. Salah benched him.
Salah's not making the call this year. You can tell. You can look at him on the sideline.
So
and
it's
he's,
politics
he's
over-
frustrated.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. Last week, remember, before the Raiders game,
Yeah.
what did he say? He said, yo, I can't call it.
Matter of fact,
I can't
he
call
was
it.
on Michael K's show and he was like, "I plead the fifth."
Right. He's like, I can't call it. I don't know.
So he's on the hot. So you basically say he's out.
I don't think
He's not out.
I
But
don't think
but
he's
if
out.
management says play him, he has to play him.
Yeah, I don't think he's out. I think he just doesn't have that control.
Bro,
right now.
any other team with a coach that's actually competent and they're understanding what's going on in front of them, they will say, man, this defense is great. Look at what the Patriots are doing right now. And that's gonna segue in, I'm gonna segue into that, right? But going back to the Jets, if you have a competent coach, knows you got a good defense, they're gonna be like, yo, son, what is holding us back? Gotta be the quarterback position. I gotta make a change. I gotta see if there's somebody else that can be able to get that spark. I can't keep
Exactly.
playing this guy.
And Mike White did that last
Mike
year.
White was that guy last year.
So Is it Mike? All right, granted, Mike White did do that last year, but is Trevor Siemian that bad?
Yes.
Yes.
Is whatever hell?
Of course.
Whoever
Boyle
else is on the
bad.
roster is that bad that they can't play.
Tim Boyle, of course he's bad.
All right.
Tim Boyle,
Why
that
don't
bad.
we go get Streveler?
Oh, here we go.
All right, we got moving on.
Next,
Guys,
moving
come
on.
on. With
next,
me? What?
next subject, man.
Moving on.
Streaking in the atrium.